Hello everybody and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today in this video we will talk about a new topic and a new concept in C++ programming, and that is array. Now, what is array? Why we need array? How to declare array? How to initialize array? I will talk about in this video and as well in upcoming video. And today in this video I will just talk about array, simple words in simple application in simple program. For example, today our topic is about array. First of all, that we need is what is array. First of all, that is very important, and also that is very important why we use array. What is the need of array, right? This is important. Now, first of all, what is array? Answer say an array is a list of element. It's a list of element of same data type. Whenever you declare int, your list must be what? I mean the value in the data must be int. If you declare string, your value must be string in same data type. If you declare character, your data will be same like as a data type. Now, an array is a list of elements of the same data type, identified by a pair of square brackets. These brackets are called square brackets, like in programming. To use an array, we need to declare three things. Whenever you want to declare an array, you need three things: array type, array name, and array size. This is very important, right? Instead of declaring individual variables such as num and num0, num1, and num99, you declare one array variable such as, okay, that is the need of array. I will tell you practical measures. I want to jump to Dev C++ and do it practical. First of all, before I come to this question that what is array, I want to answer that why we need array. That is very important. Why we need array, right? First of all, that is very important. For example, if in my college or school, whatever it is, I have 5 students or 3 students, and 3 students has marks. For example, int stu1 marks is equal to how much? 90. For example, another one, int stu what 2 marks is equal to, like, for example, 99. int stu what 3 stu 3 and marks is equal to, for example, 88. Now this is 3 students, but if I have 100 students, 1,000 students in a school, in a college, in a university, now the declaration is very difficult. Because of this, C++ tells to us to use array concept. How? For example, like this: if you have 5,000 and 500 variable, doesn't matter, right? You can just initialize it. For example, now this was all about the need of array. That's why we need array. Because of this, to store multiple value and more value by one name, by one size and one data type. For example, now this is declared to you, my dears. Why we need array? Because of this. Now, second thing is, what is array? We say array is a list of elements. Now, if you want to declare an array, you need 3 things. The first one is data type, second one is array name, and third one is in square brackets size of array. That is very important, right? Now, if you want to declare, you need 3 things. First of all, my data type is int, array name is stu marks, for example, and sizes, for example, I have 5 students, doesn't matter, right? If you have 5 students, for example, I have 100 students, doesn't matter. If I 2000 students, doesn't matter. You can declare 2000 variable in one same name and same data type. It means like this, right? But if you don't have the concept of array, it's very difficult, too much difficult, right? Now, for example, I have 5 students, right? Now this is up to now declaration, not, this is actually not declaration, this is definition. What is declaration? Declaration is this. For example, like this, if I add here int stu marks, like I want to use like this, student marks, and after that, now this is called, this is one trick, okay? Declaration. This is called declaration. What? Okay, doesn't matter. And this is called definition. Why? I will tell you. Definition. This is called declaration. Whenever you declare an array with its type, data type, and name, and you don't mention here the size, this is called declaration. If you declare an array with data type, name, and size, this is called definition. It means you reserve some memory, but here you don't reserve some memory. Here you reserve some memory by the name of student mark, and you reserve how much? 5. Right, you reserve some memory here. Because of this, this is called definition. If I want to run this, it will give me an error. Just simple error. This error says storage size of student marks isn't known. It means you have to enter size. But I say like this, that I don't use size and you have to use external keyword. Why we use that? For example, I have a program or software. I declare an array and I will say that I will define, not now but in upcoming days in upcoming program, right? Because of this we use. And if you want to use without size, you have to use external keyword. Right, now this is declaration, this is definition. Okay, now let's talk about this one. Now this is called array declaration and definition, right? Now this is, you can also use string, but if you use string, your data must be what? String data type, right? String data type. For example, like this, it must be, for example, like this. Right, James, right? If you write here int, I mean int data type, your data must be int. If you take flat, that you can double also character, you also, right? This was array. Second we have, I mean the data type, I want to use int. Second we have student marks. This is name, like a variable name we have. There we have array name, whatever you want. But my message for you guys, that use a name that it's readable. For example, stu marks is readable. Someone know that it's marked. But if I use x, now what is x? Right? Meaningful name. For example, stu marks. In the third one, we have array size, that we can use here array size. For example, 5. If you write 5, if you write 10, doesn't matter. It will be the size. Now, this is done for today. And one thing more, that how to initialize an array, right? Initialization of array, we have 2 methods. The first is direct here. I want to initialize for example, 3 students. I will initialize, for example, 90, 88, and 77. Now this is called definition and initialization of array. The first method, the first way. Second, you can also initialize here, where just you write stu marks, I mean name of array. After that, you post its index. And in array, index will start, this is called index, and index will start from 0, right? This is rule in array. Index will start. Now what will be the value of index? For example, 90. I want to copy this one, just copy, Ctrl C, and after that for example like this. Okay, I want to write it stu marks of what? stu marks of 1 is equal to how much? For example 77. And the last one is stu marks of 2 is equal to how much? 60, like this, 67. Now this is the second way. First way, declare, initialize direct here in these parentheses, right? In these parentheses you can initialize. In the second way, you have to initialize here stu marks of 0 is equal to, and this is called index. Now if I want to print something, for example I want to print this one 90, you just write what? Marks. If I write marks, what will be the output? The output will be error, because marks was not declared. Sorry, stu marks I have to use, sorry to say like this, stu marks. Now there is no error, there is, the output will be another thing, and that is the stu marks, I mean address of that things. This is the address, stu marks address we print. But I don't want this, I just want stu marks of 0, that it will be 90. Just take a look, the beauty of program, 90, right? Okay, this was initialization of array. Now let's talk about some tricky things in array. First of all, if you initialize here, I mean the size, you take 3, you can declare and initialize, for example 20 and 30. Now this is index of 0, index of 1, index of 2. What will be index of 2? If I print here cout stu marks index of 2, what will be the output? Just tell me in comment section. The output will be 0, because you don't have index of 2 and it will be 0, right? And next things, you cannot write like this minus number, it's an error, right? Second things, you can use like this x, but you have to declare int x is equal to 10. Now what will be the size of array? The size of array will be x is 10. Now the size of array will be 10, no problem, and the output will be 0, because we don't have index of 2, we don't have any value. If I write 99, now the output will be 99, because we write 99 in index of 0, 1, 2, right? Okay, next things that we have, you can also use here what, for example size of, what size of, for example I have to write like this, size of, for example size of int. Now what is the size of int? 4 byte, right? Now it will take 90, I will print 99. If I declare another one, no problem, but if I initialize another one as well like this, now this will be an error, because here the size is 4, size of int is 4, it means like this, this is, there we have 4, right? But you declare and you initialize how much? 1 2 3 4 5 0, it means like this, 0 1 2 3 4. This is called, I mean 4, but you initialize 5 1. Now this is an error because of this, right? Okay, I hope this was all about, my dears, for this video. Just introduction to array, how to declare array, and how to initialize array in compile time, right? This was all about compile time, right? And some basic things of array. What is array? Why we need array? Declaration, definition, difference between declaration, definition, and some tricks that you use in array size. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video, my dears, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you enjoyed the video, like the video and share to your friends, and do subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, my dears. I will see you next time.